Of course. Why am I not surprised? It just keeps on getting worse for the Ravens. Nothing's improving. Everything's getting worse. And here we are at the pinnacle of our season, and the worst possible scenario could have happened. I can't believe this. Fantastic. Let me put this down for a second. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Happy holidays. It's Christmas today. Hope you guys are spending time with your family, enjoying the family time. What else could I say? It's about family. If you got any gifts, enjoy them. As you can see, I got a couple gifts here from my family. I'm just rocking it. One of those gifts was actually a new mic. You might actually hear a little bit difference from the sound from what I usually have, but yeah, it's a new mic. This was the one I was using originally, but now I got this new mic, which is better sound quality. So shout out to my family, and shout out to my cousin who got me this for Christmas, man. That got me emotional, man, because she got it in support of what I'm doing here. So that really got me, man. Appreciate your family. No matter what's going on in your life, man, as long as you have family with you, it's going to be great. But we're not here to talk about my family. We're here to talk about the Ravens family. And right now, the Ravens family is collapsing. So, here is the situation, Ravens flock. As I said yesterday, Tyler Huntley did not practice, as well as Lamar Jackson, but we expect him to be out. Tyler Huntley did not practice due to an illness. We were hopeful that it was a simple illness. He'd be able to recover during the weekend, and by Sunday, he would be good. Unfortunately, the worst possible scenario happened. 24 hours later, here we are. Tyler Huntley has been placed on the reserve list. He is out against the Cincinnati Bengals. Are you serious right now? With our season on the line, Huntley is not here. Lamar is injured. He has not practiced in 2 whole weeks. The only healthy quarterback we have on the roster right now is Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson recently got here. He has not had much practice time with the starters. And now he is set to be the quarterback that we must play against the Bengals with our season on the line. Is this some type of joke? What did we do to piss off the football gods? Please tell me, what did we do to piss off the football gods for you to hit us like this? I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what we're going to do. With Tyler Huntley now going to the reserve list, you now only have 2 quarterbacks on this roster, meaning Lamar might end up being activated. And depending on the situation, they might have to play him. They weren't planning on playing him most likely, but now with Huntley gone and Josh Johnson, who just got here, probably doesn't know the entire playbook and hasn't had that much time with the starters, he has to go out there on a crucial game with the season and the division on the line. He has to go and do that. They might play Lamar. I've seen some people say they should play Lamar because the season's on the line, and at the end of the day, a one-legged injured Lamar is better than anything Josh Johnson can bring. With Tyler Huntley gone, you might play Lamar. That's what people have been saying, but I don't know. Is it even worth it? I know the season's on the line, but is it worth putting your injured quarterback out there to play this game? I don't know. The Ravens are in some trouble, man. Obviously, they got another potential scenario at quarterback with Sam Cook, who, man, if he ends up coming out there, that's going to be crazy. Because if they don't play Lamar and Josh Johnson somehow gets hurt, knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't happen. If that scenario comes up, that means Sam Cook is going to have to be the quarterback and the punter. What is this, the 1950s? He's going to play 2 roles like that? So he's going to be throwing the ball at the end of 3rd down if they don't complete his 4th down. So he's throwing the football, then he's going to go back up and punt the football? That's going to be very weird. That is going to be very, very weird. But I don't know if that's the scenario that's going to happen. They may end up having to play Lamar. which would be a nightmare for them because you don't want to put your franchise player out there while he's injured and risk him, especially with this offensive line. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to risk further injuring this dude when he's already injured? Not to mention, forget about that for a second. You understand this man does not practice for 2 whole weeks. They originally said this was a day-to-day injury. So last week, him not playing against the Packers made sense. It was a day-to-day injury. They didn't want to risk it against Green Bay. Fine. I was hopeful that he would be ready to go by this time for this game. But apparently the injury is far worse. Well, I'm not going to say far worse, but the injury is worse than what was originally stated. Because if it was a day-to-day injury, then you can't tell me he would go 2 whole weeks without practicing. Forget about playing the game. He's not practicing 2 weeks. If it's a day-to-day injury, how comes he hasn't practiced once in those 2 weeks? That injury is worse than we originally expected. And it's probably worse than what they originally expected. I don't know how bad it is, but it definitely seems bad if he hasn't practiced once in the whole 2 weeks. Now, with no practice time in 2 weeks, I don't see the Ravens throwing him out there against the Cincinnati Bengals. With this offensive line, you want to go do that? This isn't the NBA. This isn't the NBA where you have a star player who misses 2 weeks of game time and then he can just come in. It'll take him some time to get in the rhythm and then bam, he can start doing what he's doing. Like LeBron, if he misses 2 weeks, he can come back, probably still give you a good 25-7. Like 25-7-6. He can give you that if he misses like 2 weeks due to an injury. That's LeBron. That's what he can do. That's what you can do in the NBA. In the NFL, this is different. There's so many steps you got to take, and the quarterback has to be able to manage so many things. There's chemistry that comes into play. You can't have him miss 2 weeks and then throw him in with no practice time. That's not going to work out. So with that being said, Josh Johnson was probably going to be our starter tomorrow, and that's going to hurt. With the season on the line against a divisional rival, with a battle for first place in the AFC North, and a chance to miss the playoffs if you lose said game, we got to throw out there Josh Johnson potentially. This is rough. This is really, really, really rough. I'm not going to lie. This is very rough. And it hurts. I mean, I'm glad he got an opportunity somewhere else, but man, it really hurts us now. But it would have been great if he would have had Trace McSorley on the practice squad, because you could have immediately elevated this man and he would play and we wouldn't have an issue. But now, tomorrow, with our season on the line potentially and a chance to try and get a good spot in the division, because if you lose this game, chances are you've lost the division and you may even end up missing the playoffs. So with that on the line tomorrow, Josh Johnson is our last hope. Yeah, every Ravens fan's about to clock out. At this point, it's not meant to be. You can have hope as a fan, but when things like this continue to happen, what hope is there left to really hold on to? You've lost so many starters. You got a bunch of other starters on the reserve list. Your franchise quarterback's injured, and your backup quarterback who was playing well, he's gone too. At what point do you sit back and say, yeah, the football gods just don't have it in our cards. It is what it is. We'll fight to the end, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm not going to get my expectations up high. Because at what point do you just concede and say, it is what it is. It's one of those years. The Niners dealt with it last year. We dealt with it back in 2015. It's one of those years. The fact that they got close to making the playoffs, it speaks for something. But, you know, it's just... You know what? We'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Of course, I don't think Lamar's going to play, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, season on the line, then Josh Johnson is our only hope, most likely, because I don't think they're going to throw Lamar out there. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got. Once again, Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. Yeah, let's get away from Ravens talk for a second and just go back and enjoy your holiday. Everybody who saw that tweet that came out revolving the Tyler Huntley situation, ignore it. Go spend time with your family. Get away from Ravens football. Enjoy today, because tomorrow we got to pull ourselves back into this, and it's going to be a mess. So, yeah. With that being said, man, that is pretty much all I got. So, yeah, once again, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your family. Enjoy this moment, Ravens fans, because tomorrow we got to head on back in, and we'll see what happens in this game. With our season on the line, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that being said, that is all I got, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.